Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than 𝗟𝗓𝗓.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend and he's always willing to put his body on the line.
So we're up and running. And it's Del Piero. And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Spread it left. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Valverde. Bastoni. Plays a sharp little ball. And the finish! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Pavard. Rabiot. Ronaldinho. Rabiot. Now it's Neymar. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It is a corner. 𝗟𝗓𝗓 are looking to go forward now. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Del Piero stood his ground strongly. Now it's Son Heung-min, and there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's shapes to shoot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Borussia Dortmund have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up goal for the hosts.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Bastoni cuts out the pass. Now it's Del Piero. Ronaldinho. Mbappe. Oh, that's neat. And that is out of play. Nice control. Ronaldinho, up he goes! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Now it's Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. Camavinga. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Fernandez.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Neymar. Rabiot. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe. And here's Messi. Akanji does well to get it back. Akanji defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Neymar promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Messi. Del Piero. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Ronaldinho gets into some space. Guardiola gets it away. Mbappe. Fernandez.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar. Camavinga did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Camavinga. Messi. And he's gone searching cross-field. Now it's Valverde. Guardiola. Valverde. Now it's Son-Heung-min. And this is... It's Kane! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they're back in front. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Borussia Dortmund go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Alexander-Arnold. Well timed, excellent interception. Nesta. Rabiot. Now it's Kane. Rabiot kept... And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Borussia Dortmund are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And the action is back on the way. Valverde. He's in space and looking for options. That has earned a reprieve. He's had a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Messi plays it short. Crosses it in. It's a decent clearance. In again. Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Pavard. Rabiot. And it's 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗘. Now it's Messi. Camavinga gets a foot in here. Caicedo. And this is Kane. Now that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ronaldinho.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a little off target. And this is Messi. Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Son Heung-min. Kane looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Now it's Neymar. He's under a lot of pressure there.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Aims beyond the defence. That's Valverde. Valverde! 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗘. Now it's Mbappe. No, he refuses to take the bait. Valverde. Son Heung-min. And Guardiola. Now it's Kane. And it's Camavinga. And this is Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. Picked out Camavinga! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Akanji. And it's Messi. Knocks it into space. And the shot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Such good technique.
He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Neymar, and he's certainly onside here. In by 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗘. Mbappe! That's going to go a long way. And this is 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗘. Now it's Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
Akanji with the slide tackle there. Messi. Now it's Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Kane. Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Played into the box. Valverde! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
So now the difference is 3. Nesta. Spread out to the left. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's 𝗟𝗩𝗘𝗘. 𝗟𝗩𝗘𝗘! Son Heung-min. Now it's Valverde. Tries to play it through. Great defending, strong and determined. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗓. Out to the left it goes. 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗓. That's an excellent interception. Messi goes short. Great vision. It's a promising position. Hoisted in. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Kane picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And so, the national anthems. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
So we're up and running. And he's intervened well there. Richarlison. pass isn't the best. It's a searching pass. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. So a very special reception for the very special 𝗟𝗓𝗩𝗘.
Very true, and I think all of us here are expecting an awful lot from him. He is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the very best in his preferred left-wing position. He said himself that that's where he feels...
He's having a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Messi. Caicedo. And it's Messi. And it's Valverde. This looks promising. Chips it through. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Kane gets flagged offside. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Messi. And Gvardiol. Rodri. Gvardiol. Out to the left it goes. Early ball. Tries to get it clear. And that's a throw-in. Great vision. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Cleared without hesitation. Now it's Kane, out to the right. Messi gets into a good position. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ribery. So what can they make of this? Just eases him off the ball. Messi. Now it's Kane. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Son Heung-min. He is through here. Gvardiol. Camavinga. Camavinga with the cross. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Messi. And it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's on it, can he get away? That's a good ball out wide. And it's Valverde. Threads one in. Messi. Here's Rodri. Ribery. And Gvardiol. And it's Van Dijk. Rodri. Messi. Oh, good spread. Now it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Alexander-Arnold looking to get on the end of this. And he's done very well to take that back. Camavinga for Messi. Caicedo. Now it's Kane. He's looking wide. Ooh, delicate chip through. That's a decent clearance. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Can he finish?
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Messi. Borussia Dortmund looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Nicely weighted ball, and he whips it in. And a chance! He has done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Algeria grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Messi. Rodri. Ribéry providing an outlet on that flank. Mbappe. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Messi. Ribéry. Nice looking ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Vardiol. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
The final whistle today. And please welcome our lads to the field.
Algeria get the ball rolling for the second period. Vardiol. Now it's Mbappe. That is lovely. Delivers the ball. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Caicedo. Vardiol. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Caicedo. That's going right the way across. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Valverde, very nicely done. Cross into the... He rises! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they're back in front. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Borussia Dortmund get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Kalulu.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Valverde. And it's Messi. And the return pass. Now it's Kane. And Alexander-Arnold. Messi gets into some space. Rodri getting this one clear. Messi goes short. Hangs one in. Big header! And he's taking no chances there. Algeria have the chance to go the other way. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Tries to dink it through. Vardiol getting this one clear. Messi with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Rodri. And it's Rodri. Ribéry looking to add to his goal. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Van Dijk. Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Vardiol. Alexander-Arnold. Gently done. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Vardiol. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Now it's Richarlison. Now it's Messi. Caicedo does well to get it back.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's had a shot! And he's heaved it away. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And it's Caicedo. Son Heung-min. Alexander-Arnold clears it away. They've played it short. Valverde is onto this. Valverde crosses. Vardiol can get it clear. Borussia Dortmund choosing to make the first change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Number 6, 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗘 coming on the field.
In by
is
Messi.
Number 44.
Tries to get it clear. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's quick to get it clear again. Rodri. He's in a great position here. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi in acres of space out wide.
Borussia Dortmund really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And here's Mbappe, and he's been shifted off it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Valverde receives it in a good position here.
3 minutes added time.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Hazard. Van Dijk.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And here's Mbappe. It's an early cross.
Yeah, I think if that...
And we're done. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Valverde voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think what was key, Peter, in this game was how the team set the right tone.
Just a quick
Once they went ahead, that was pretty much that. It was a cruise to the final whistle.
On the road outside the stadium.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
So that's got things underway. Well, that's well seen too. And it's 𝗟𝗓𝗩. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot-stopping is second to none.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Valverde, and here's Kane. Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way.
No, he's just misjudged that one. And he's taking no chances there. Can he get it through? Son Heung-min is flagged offside. It's a pretty loose pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Messi has it in a wide position. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Messi gets into a good position. And this is Kane! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Messi goes short. Valverde cross, a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself. Van Dijk. It's a lovely, neat pass. Neither side yet able to find the net. And it's Messi. Spread out to the left. Hazard looking to run onto it. Guardiola. And it's 𝗟𝗩𝗡. And that's going right the way across. Now it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Valverde. Kane. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And he welcomes it in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min proves just a little bit too strong. That's good play. Messi. Chance, surely! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Alexander-Arnold, Camavinga, and it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And Caicedo, and it's Kane. Son Heung-min, and he's in on goal. Played out towards the right wing, flings in across. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And it's been taken short. Santos are looking to go forward now. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Now Van Dijk. Barella. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Valverde. And this is Son Heung-min. Not the most accurate pass. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. And Jamal. Ball is over the line. Caicedo. And it's Camavinga. Played out to the right. Pinches it off him. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Messi could try cutting inside. Big header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Valverde. And Caicedo. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Messi. Kane. Rodri. And it's Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Spread it left. And it's Messi. He's found the way through. Tries to pass it through. Valverde with the cross. Hazard. Now, can they get him away? Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Yamal. Yamal! Oh, he's been caught napping. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. We're still waiting for a goal to report here. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Valverde. Spread neatly. That has been knocked clear. Yamal for Messi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Barella. And Son Heung-min. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Opts for safety. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Guardiola. Played out to the left flank. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Kane. And he's intervened well there. Barella. And it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Here's Rodri. And it's Messi. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Camavinga. And it's Messi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Messi. Plays the return pass. He won't be happy with that one. Nicely spread. Mbappe. Oh, that's nice. He's not got that quite right. Now it's Kane. Looking to play him in. Son Heung-min providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Guardiola. Now it's Son Heung-min. Yamal. And it's Messi. Now Son Heung-min. Knocks it into space. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 6, Eduardo Camavinga. Coming on to replace him is number 44, Fagioli. Substitution in progress.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a go.
Looking for the run, and he's worked it through. Shot could be on. Tries a shot! Yes, it's there! Finally the breakthrough!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Borussia Dortmund have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. And here's Depay. Yamal. No, it's come to nothing. This could be their final throw of the dice.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
But there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barella.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Can he latch on to this? Terrific header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty.
And time is up. Borussia Dortmund have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Fagioli taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Borussia Dortmund leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Borussia Dortmund have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
So it's away we go then. Guardiola making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Son Heung-min looking to play him in. Corner given. And he's managed to get rid. Looking for options for movement. Crosses in it. He's got tall. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Pedri. Valverde. Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Neymar. Pinches it off him. Neymar. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Played into space. Pass is just off target. Neymar. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Son Heung-min. He can run onto that. Now it's Camavinga. Camavinga showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's forced to go back. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And that's been won straight back, sends it crossfield. Son Heung-min. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Valverde gets flagged offside. And it's Messi. Pedri. Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Valverde gets into a good position. It's out for a goal kick. Messi. And this is Kane. Great ball if he can get there. Shot, and the shot! There it is! Looks offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Chiesa. Neymar. Messi. Neymar. And it's Rabiot. Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through, and it's made its way to him. It's a good look. He rises! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
En el minuto 34, el dorsal 9.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Well, that has not gone well. Messi hurtling down that right flank. And it's Son Heung-min. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, it's come loose. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cristiano Ronaldo. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Played out wide. And a chance! He scores! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Son Heung-min gets into some space. Great defending, strong and determined.
2 minutos de descuento.
Aims beyond the defence. Son Heung-min with... Oh, what a climb! Oh, the ball's run loose here. In again. Camavinga! Messi. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Borussia Dortmund clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Borussia Dortmund ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. That gets things going for the second half. Caicedo. Passing is crisp and sharp. That has been slung wide. He's in a good chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And now he has two. A case now of complete control. Camavinga. It's a good ball out wide. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cristiano Ronaldo. There they go, hunting in packs. Ronaldo puts his foot on the gas. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that's well spotted. And that is as far as they're going to go. That's an imaginative pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that has been knocked clear.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Now it's Chiesa. Son Heung-min.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Adams. Rabiot.
Borussia Dortmund are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
He has found the way through. Hangs one in. Chance for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they've been over-generous up to this point, I would say, so that had to happen.
That's a good, decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Rabiot. Now Van de Ven. Rabiot. Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's another good win of the ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Messi, who does have an assist to his name. Valverde. This looks promising. Oh, such a clever touch. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And that has been cleared. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Guardiola cuts it out. Guardiola. And it's Son Heung-min. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? It's a promising position. Oh, that's neat. Played into the big header! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alexander-Arnold. Good-looking ball. It's ended up in no man's land. Messi picks it up out wide. Messi receives it in a wide position. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Very nicely done. Valverde. Messi. Akanji. And Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Pedri. And that will be the final act. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Kane claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Borussia Dortmund are on the cusp. A point will do it, but they've only got one opportunity to haul themselves over the line here. Lose now, and it's all over. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. And so, the national anthems. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think, will be key here, Peter. He loves to take up that right half space, we know that. But while he may not necessarily have the final pass or the assist for a goal, he'll have been involved in the move somewhere along the line. He's that kind of player. He's always there or thereabouts. And he's the kind of fella you want in your team.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. So we're up and running. Borussia Dortmund cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. And it's 𝗟𝗓. He's played it back. Some really good ball movement. Over to the left. Valverde.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Camavinga. This looks promising. They get a throw in. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Otamendi. Dyer. Alexander-Arnold. Kane. Now it's 𝗟𝗓. Neymar. Gets a good foot in there. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Messi. And it's Valverde. Messi. Otamendi. Kane. He shifted it to the flank. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Big chance! Kept out by the most elastic of saves.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And he's taking no chances there. Messi's cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's heaved it away. Rodri. Borussia Dortmund yet to have an attempt on goal. It's Kane! He's delivered all right! And Honduras score first. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Barella.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Out to the right. Messi gets into some space. Delivers with whip. Otamendi can get it clear. Good ball, good take. And that's a dangerous ball. Honduras were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
He'd have done well to reach that. And it's Azar. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Kane. Oh, good spread. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And another try! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Alexander-Arnold. Rodri.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And Alexander-Arnold. Valverde did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Nicely spread. He's in space and looking for options. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And they can counter here. Oh, that's delightful. That is good strength. Caicedo wins the duel this time. Can he get onto this? Vardiol. Valverde. Now it's Son Heung-min. He's found a way through. Nicely weighted ball.
He'd be disappointed with that.
Rodri.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
The most accurate pass. Now it's Son Heung-min. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Aquí están los jugadores.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And it's Valverde. Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Dyer tries to clear. Honduras have the chance to go the other way. Son Heung-min. Barella. Neymar, who does have an assist to his name. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Rodri. Alexander-Arnold. That's a promising run he's making on the right. An instinctive delivery.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Borussia Dortmund still this single goal behind. Spread it left. Now it's Son Heung-min. Honduras appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. And he's had a hit! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Rodri. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Neymar. Here's Rodri. Now it's Hazard. That has been slung wide. Nice control. Shoots! Camavinga, played out towards the right wing. Messi in acres of space out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kane receives it in a wide position. Plays it in low. Well read. And the danger is averted. Big chance to get at them. Valverde. And here's Camavinga. And here's Kane. Valverde! Oh, split-second reaction.
Valverde clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Borussia Dortmund really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Valverde providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Messi. Now it's Kane. Messi. Camavinga. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, it has been a very watchable, sometimes rather desperate contest. Understandable, one supposes, when considering what's at stake
Well,
here.
Peter, as you said, this is huge. Could do with more intensity and purpose, though, if they're looking to turn this around.
And the ball is out of play.
Cambio en Honduras. Número 21.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, it's pretty obvious they have to change their approach if they want this, and they do.
Rodri. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Guardiola. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And it's Fascioli. It's a sharp pass. Quality ball. Shot a goal! There's a goal! Parity in the showpiece game. It has all the hallmarks of an epic.
Well, 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 who better to grab it? Situations like this just seem to come naturally to him.
Número 10. Messi.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Borussia Dortmund making another change here. Mbappe coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
And that's it. Borussia Dortmund are going up. It is the point they needed. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, what can I say, Peter? This has got to be one of the best days of their careers for some of the players. No matter how you do it, if the table says you're good enough, then you're there on merit. It's no surprise some are getting quite emotional about this now.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Señoras y señores, este es un anuncio de niños perdidos. Por favor, vigile a sus niños en todo momento durante el partido.
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page.
And there they are. Please welcome our players,
And
everyone.
the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me
And
on that
this is
front.
now
It's
today's
easy to
lineup.
see how his presence alone
Number
affects
one,
both sides.
Number 21.
It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
And that gets things running. Akanji. Ricky Puig engages and forces him off the ball. Foden. Here's Ricky Puig. And this is Forlan. There's no flag.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Camavinga. Son Heung-min. Ricky Puig does really well to win the ball there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
But he's forced to go back. Rodri. Incapuyi. And it's Azar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. It's a searching pass. And this is Forlan. And he's quick to get it clear again. Here's Ricky Puig. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hazard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And that was somewhat errant. Rodri. Over to the left. Liverpool were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Messi. Messi! And that has skinned the post.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗘. Van Dijk. And Akanji. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Riqui Puig. Riqui Puig cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Akanji. Riqui Puig. Foden. 30 minutes gone. And Kalulu. Riqui Puig. Out to the right. Nice control. And it's Rodri. And here's Foden. That is lovely. And across. Oh, smashing header! A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Nicely weighted ball. Camavinga gets across to intercept that. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Shoots! Oh, it's fallen loose again! There it is! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
After 36 minutes is number 24, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, good spread. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Akanji.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Tries to pass it through. Backward it goes. And he's well takes a shot! And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Borussia Dortmund.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Hazard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kane. Guardiola. And here's Valverde. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Today, everybody, to make
Reflections
sure
on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
Borussia Dortmund kick off the second half. Caicedo. It's a pretty loose pass. Ricky Puig. And Nkapie. And it's Van Dijk. And Akanji. Ricky Puig. And it's Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's onside! Mbappe! Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Valverde. That's a good ball out wide. Messi hurtling down that right flank. He's through here. Camavinga is onto this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Alexander-Arnold. Nkapie. And it's Van Dijk. And Kalulu. Rodri. And Kalulu. Ricky Puig. Pass somewhat off target. Mbappe. Nicely shaped ball. He gets big! Harmlessly behind. Caicedo. And it's Messi. And it's Camavinga. And Alexander-Arnold. Rodri. And it's Van Dijk. It's a really well-measured ball. Searching pass he's played there. He's having a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, that looks a cracking ball. He's got tall. Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the comeback is complete. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
𝗟𝗜𝗩𝗘. And it's Caicedo. Now it's Kane. Played out towards the right wing. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Gets to show off his quick feet.
Borussia Dortmund clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Driving through. And the finish!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Back into the middle. Nice sequence of passes, this. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now, can they get him away? Hazard gets into a good position. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Can he get it through? Oh, nice touch. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Very much into the last knockings. Guardiola. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now, this could be a chance. Looking to play him in. Out towards the flank. Incoming delivery. Khan deals with that nice and simple. Nicely spread. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Borussia Dortmund have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Camavinga claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
So it's down to business here. Alexander-Arnold. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Dembele, is one of the best dribblers around. When fit, he's electric. And that alone is enough to frighten some of the best defences. He really does have the ability to win games on his own with that terrific acceleration.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. That'll be a corner. Messi with the short one. And it's played in. Camavinga! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
De Ligt. Now Romero. De Jong. That's an imaginative pass. Dembele looking to run onto it. Camavinga. Well, that pass isn't the best. Neymar. It's Neymar! Messi. Oh, it's looking wide. Oh, it's Son Heung-min. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Camavinga. Great ball if he can get there. And the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Neymar. Well timed, excellent interception. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Hey, you make it sound so simple. Valverde. Oh, good spread. Corner. Messi goes short. Camavinga! He will be livid with himself.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
De Ligt. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Vardiol. Played out to the left flank. Drogba. Vardiol. And Akanji. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Romario. Rodri. Perez charging forward, the ball at his feet. Camavinga. And it's Valverde. Shifted it to the flank. Son Heung-min. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar. Now it's Drogba. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well measured. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Vardiol does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Borussia Dortmund are 1-up and looking surprisingly comfortable. That's good running with the ball. Rodri. This is De Jong. And it's Neymar. That's a good ball out wide. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Camavinga. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Dembele. Son Heung-min. Little pass back. Dembele. Neymar. And Gvardiol.
There will be 1 minute at
And
a
here's
time.
Romario. He's a sharp little ball here. Gvardiol. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Reminded that drinking is only allowed
Yeah, on the
in
face of
areas
it,
shown on
it
this
looks a
map.
fair
Thank you very
reflection
much
of
for your
what we've all seen,
cooperation.
Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Borussia Dortmund go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Kane. Caicedo. Now it's Son Heung-min. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Romario. Dembele. He has found the way through. Tries a shot! That has been knocked clear. And it's Neymar. And Drogba! Now that is commitment to the cause. That's really well cleared. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Threads one in. Son Heung-min gets into a good position. That's tidy. Valverde being hunted in packs.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's being closed down first.
And it's hoisted clear. Drogba receives it in a good position here. It's a really well-measured ball. Dembele. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. They've played it short. And this is Neymar. And he's gone back. And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Camavinga. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Son Heung-min goes on a charge down the left. De Jong defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Now it's Kane. Valverde. Now played right into his path. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Perez. Can he finish? And that's caused a worry or two. And it's been taken short. And this is Neymar. There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Messi. Valverde. Now it's Kane. Now it's Kane. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ball's gone out of play. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Shot, surely! And it's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Now it's Camavinga. Messi. Over to the left. Son Heung-min. Flashes it across. Shoots!
Borussia Dortmund clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Coming on to replace him is number 44, Fagioli.
Barcelona finding their passes. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's a promising position. Pings it across. Oh, that's a fine interception. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 9, Federico Valverde. Coming on the field is...
He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Phil Foden. Substitution
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Great vision. That looks a good ball through.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
4 added minutes on the board. And it's Bernardo Silva. Ribery. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Romario. Ribery. Romario. It is a corner.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Mbappe coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Mbappe.
Takes aim and crosses. And that is that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So
Please
from us
take
both,
this
a
opportunity
very
to
good
pay a
evening.
visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And this is now today's
There's a
lineup.
player below us, Peter, that I've
Number
always admired.
16,
Franco Baresi, a
Mike
defender
Manuel.
with wonderful
Number
composure
2,
and discipline.
Costa Curta.
I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Number
One of the great
18,
liberos. His
Fernando
intelligence
Torres.
put him on a level
Number
higher than the
13,
rest, I think.
Baresi.
So we're up and running. Caicedo. Valverde. That has been slung wide. Son Heung-min. Valverde. He's had a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the game springs instantly to life.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
The goal scorer for Borussia Dortmund.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Played out to the right. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. And he's quick to get it clear again. Tries to play it through. Fernando Torres. Mbappe takes aim and crosses. Kane. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Valverde. Jordi Alba. Now it's Torres. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. And it's Neymar. Messi. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Knocks it out wide. Borussia Dortmund leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Alexander-Arnold. Out to the left it goes. And this is Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! And he has kept it out somehow.
Son Heung-min actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Neymar. Over to the left. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Jordi Alba. Fernando Torres. Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
That's good running with the ball. He's looking wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Valverde. Valverde! Liverpool looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of bowlers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Distributed tidily. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And it's been taken short. It's a sharp pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Spread it left. Mbappe. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And Jamal. Some good work on the right flank here. McAllister. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Caicedo. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Alexander-Arnold. Akanji. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Swung over. Son Heung-min.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Played out wide. Caught offside that time. Baresi. For Messi. Tomori. And it's Jordi Alba to McAllister. Played out to the left flank. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Camavinga. Caicedo. Valverde. Spread out to the left. Son Heung-min. And it's Valverde. He is through here.
1 minute added time.
And it's made its way to him. Drill. And he shoots! A hefty challenge, but fair enough. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've
Security
seen,
staff
they're
for each
worth their
block.
lead.
Please
There was
report to the
genuine
staff room
intensity
immediately.
and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Borussia Dortmund happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
And the action is back on the way.
Borussia Dortmund really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Messi. Out to the right. Yamal picks it up out wide. It's a threatening ball. Son Heung-min. And it's Caicedo. Caicedo. Son Heung-min. And Caicedo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. It's Camavinga. Over to the left. Son Heung-min. Vardiol. Oh, red. Nice interception. McAllister. And it's McAllister. Chooses to go crossfield. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Borussia Dortmund just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Caicedo. It's a promising position. This looks promising. Neymar. Spread it left. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Aims beyond the defence. Nice control. And this is Torres. Lofted in. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a...
Takes a shot! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
After 68 minutes is number 18, Harry Kane.
Borussia Dortmund are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Here's a sharp little ball here. Skims one in. Another chance from a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number
Liverpool
18.
can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Played back in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Camavinga. That has been slung wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Son Heung-min was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Valverde. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Liverpool are looking to break at pace. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Nicely spread. Pass is just off target. Son Heung-min is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now he's got space here. He's onside. Now can he find a finish? Oh, what a climb! He's done very well to get to that.
Son Heung-min clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Camavinga. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And Caicedo. Valverde. Out to the left it goes. Son Heung-min receives it in a wide position. Jordi Alba. And Tomori. And it's Messi. Jordi Alba. McAllister. Neymar.
There will be
Here's
1 minute
Mbappe.
added time.
Maradona. Shifted it to the flank. He's being urged to shoot. And there goes the final whistle. Borussia Dortmund are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Kane claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Borussia Dortmund definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked.
And
Whether
a quick
it was link-up
reminder
play,
today to
running
please
in
take
behind,
all the
this has
dustbins
just been a great
located
day
by
at the office.
entrance gates. Thank you very much for your
Thanks to
cooperation.
Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.